Hello, everyone. This is Rod from Diaspora Kicking the Bobo. How's everybody doing? Coming to you with another episode. Feeling good. It's a nice day. Pretty warm outside. Got a nice little breeze. Sitting on the deck again. Neighborhood is nice. Just chilling. You know, one of the things I want to talk about is does PTSD exist in Sierra Leone and Liberia? Or should I say historical trauma? As some of you all know that I went to Sierra Leone in last January. Had a nice time. Oh, the people were nice. They treated us well. I had a great time there. But I noticed a lot of things, and learned a lot of things. I learned that there was a very bad war there, civil war there, and a lot of people lost arms, hands, different things like that. And during the war, that it was so bad that most of the people moved to the city. So you have a very crowded city there, you know. So I was sitting there about a week ago, and I was talking to a young lady who was born in Liberia, but they had to move because of the war. A lot of people from Liberia, came to America when they were very young, you know, but there are a lot of people that's still there, and they had to, find their way through the war. And what I found out that there's a lot of PTSD, a lot of trauma there. Just think about this. A lot of those people never received any counseling for that. Now, most of you all know that I am a therapist, and I noticed these things. My wife is a therapist. We notice these things in reference to how people react and the things that they are going through. There's a lot of poverty in both of those countries. But I thought about it and I said, because I want to open up businesses. And I went, if I open up businesses and then I want to help the people in those countries with jobs and different things like that, they need more than that. These people need some mental health counseling. Not everybody, but a lot of them. How can people survive within this trauma? They need help, and I thought about it and I went, I can't go there and live a life, and think that I'm going to enjoy myself when other people can't enjoy themselves around me because they still going through some things. And historical trauma, people tend to get through it, but it takes a really, really long time. For instance, here in America, when the slaves were free, there was a lot of mental health. How can, women were being raped, men were being viciously murdered. You had PTSD, you had schizophrenia, you had bipolarism, there was paranoid. These people were scared, and they just set them free. And these people raised children, and then their children's children raised children under all of that PTSD, under all of that mental health. And this is why a lot of people say, well, in some of the communities, especially in the city, that these people set in poverty. Well, in their mind, if they are set in poverty, it's because their minds haven't been freed from that historical trauma. Most of these people don't even believe that they can survive. Some of these people, you say, hey, man, you can be a doctor. Man, I can't be no doctor, and neither can you. Dude, you can get an education. No, man, not me. They don't believe it because of that historical trauma. Nobody told them that they was worth it. Nobody told them that they can do it. Now, in Africa, it's not about slavery, it's about colonialism. You know, they saw white people as being, the top of the food chain, so to speak, and that you had to be like them. And if you can't be like them, then guess what? You can't make it. Now, this is not everybody, but this is enough people that they need some type of counseling. Now, here's the thing. When I was talking to the young lady from Liberia, she was saying that, I should go to Liberia and Sierra Leone and invest in land and invest in starting organizations. But here's the problem with starting, you know, social services organizations in those two countries. As you know, in America, the government pays for, counseling services. And not only that, the insurance company pays for, these type of services. There, the government don't. Neither does the insurance pay for it. So these people are stuck there in all of this mental health, and nobody's there to help them. Now, I am willing to go to do that, to start organization, because as you know, I have my own counseling service here, which I own, you know, just so you all know that I'm just not here talking and, talking about, just nothing here. But it would be hard to start it because there's no money base. In order for me to go there, I have to be comfortable. In order for, them to get help, they have to be comfortable. So that would mean that I would have to start an organization that takes donations. And that's something that I really didn't want to do, because I can't afford to pay for it myself. So that means that you would have to take up some type of donations for the organization, and it would take money. But right now, people are tired of trusting people with their money because a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to do with the money, especially a lot of these organizations from, the Europeans, they go there, like they send you, like say, for instance, you send $1 million, maybe 100,000 go towards the people and 900,000 go towards them. I think that's crooked. I think that's wrong, and I think it shouldn't exist because these people have a desire to be rich. You see, one of the things about me is I don't have a desire to be rich. Never have. I do like eating, but rich, no. As long as I can get around, and I don't have any wants, I'm okay. Rich, that ain't me. Don't care. Everybody want to be rich, but that's not who I am. But see, the thing about it is that we gotta know and we gotta understand that people need help, and ain't nobody gonna get us out of that help but ourselves. So that's why you have all these organizations, asking for donations. You see, people send money to organizations, but they always send it to the wrong organization. They send it to the people that can, speak with charisma, and usually when a person is speaking with charisma, that person is on a bunch of junk. We have what we call itchy ears. And if it sounds good, we go for it. We don't look at, the plan and what we're going to do. We just go, all right, somebody can come to you and say, the Lord is good. And you look at them. Then somebody can look at you and say, the Lord is good. Hallelujah. And you go, whoa. Because you have itchy ears. So you end up giving your money to the wrong people. That's how it works. I've been doing this for a long time, and I see people, and I see how they react, and I see what they do. So I'm going to be really thinking about starting a counseling organization in both of those countries. And they're going to be large counseling organizations, and I want to do it right. But I'm going to tell you, I don't have enough money for millions of people. The government ain't going to pay for it. The insurance companies are not going to pay for it. So that means that we, as a population, black population, have to pay for it, you know? Because as long as this mental health is going on, those countries is not going to get better. You can sell something, you can buy something, but as long as the majority of the people are suffering under historical trauma, PTSD, they are not going to get better. Poverty is still going to exist. Look, you got to train people to become the way they used to be, you know? Remember, a whole generation has passed, and all of those cultural things that they used to know, and all the ethics, and all the norms, and all the morals that the older people used to know, they weren't taught to the younger people, you know? I teach cognitive thinking. So I'm very good on thinking patterns and how people think, you know? If I was taught, if my mother dealt drugs, my father dealt drugs, my brother dealt drugs, and then the people around me dealt drugs, then guess what? I grow up thinking that selling drugs is a good thing until somebody come along and say, hey, that's not right. So my train of thought has to change. So their train of thought has to change too. If it doesn't change, then they're going to keep getting what they got and always get what's coming to them. So you have to understand this. If the thinking doesn't change, then they're not going to change, you know? And then we counsel them, and then they start raising healthy children who are going to grow up with a different type of thinking pattern and change their life. And then you're going to have generations after that who's going to grow, and they're going to start doing the right thing. You know, that's all we have to do. You know, we can go in there with the church. That's no problem. But we got to change the thinking patterns, you know. I would like for you to do me a favor. I would like for you to share this video, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, because look, I'm going to be coming on strong, and I'm going to be at you all. I'm not going to give up, you know. See, my subscription is low. You know why my subscription is low? Because I don't talk junk. I don't get in nobody's business. So people don't have the itchy ears toward what I'm saying. You know, they like what I'm saying when they hear it, but they got to hear the juicy gossip, itchy ears. That's not what we're about. Share this video. You know, remember that. Share this video. And with that, I'm going to see you later. All right. Bye.